Today's video contains an ad from BetterHelp.
What's up guys, Salut! Welcome back to the dry pasta series. Today I want to turn my nice little food dehydrator into a bad pasta dryer. I mean a good, but a bad.
Dry pasta is the unsung hero of the pasta world. We are so used to it that it has become a commodity. People even think fresh pasta is superior to dry pasta. Marron! This stops now. In this series, we're gonna learn everything we can about this fascinating Italian food. We're gonna start cooking dry pasta with respect.
I like that. That's respect.
And we're even gonna try and make some ourselves. I know, right? What a program.
At the moment I'm facing a ventilation problem. Drying pasta requires strong ventilation. The food dehydrator that I own doesn't create enough airflow. It's almost inexistent. It's static. Nothing's moving here. That's not a defect of that machine. It's meant to dry fruit and beef jerky. That's why the built-in fan at the back is more here to spread the heat more than to create some real active ventilation. Now obviously people think that I'm overcomplicating the problem. As always, people think that I should just leave my pasta out to dry in the sun and that everything would be fine. Doesn't work like this. Let me tell you a little story right here. In Italy, back in the days, in Gragnano, the Italian capital of dry pasta, eggless semolina pasta used to be dried outside, but it was only made possible thanks to Gragnano's truly unique ventilated microclimate. Pasta was mostly hung on Via Roma, a street which connects the mountain to the sea. The morning wind from the sea is humid, and the afternoon wind from the mountain is dry. And it's this alternating of these two beautiful winds that made pasta drying possible. Of course, if you want to understand more about drying pasta science, then I suggest you watch episode number 8 of this very series. Alright, so this is a very minimalist yet quite accurate representation of what my food dehydrator looks like. It's a box. Now, I think it's pretty easy to understand why a box is not the perfect setup when it comes to creating a nice, homogeneous, even airflow. My first idea is this. I get rid of the roof of that machine and I replace it with a dome, like this. Then I would place a fan over here and hopefully creating some sort of a cycle inside that machine. I also want to improve the monitoring system as I believe the one in place is way too rudimentary. Okay, let's make it.
Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's really difficult to manage your mental health if you don't know where to begin. So how is my mental health right now? Well, ups and downs, as always and as for everyone, I guess. From a professional point of view, working on this pasta series can be quite stressful. For example, things get planned and cancelled all the time, so you have to be very flexible. Also, there is tons and tons of footage or stories that I've written, filmed, and that may not end up on the channel just because it doesn't work, it doesn't click, it doesn't fit with the story, something's wrong, and I need to accept that. And sometimes it's a bit tough. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. You just fill out a questionnaire to help access your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in 48 hours. You'll be able to exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. And if you don't feel the match, you can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Alex. That is BetterHelp, HELP. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video.
So I modded the machine. I added a fan on the inside that is pushing air, plus a true precise monitoring system. So this monitoring system can send very precise and reliable information, temperature and humidity again, and then they can be stored and plotted. Because nobody in this world wants to be staring at a spreadsheet. We want beautiful data visualization with colors. I mean, I do.
So why don't we make some pasta right now and give this beautiful machine a try?
I'm checking the data like I'm a trader, basically. Whoa! Like the humidity is skyrocketing. It's standing at 100 at the moment. You can see that there is some steam building up on the glass. I never had this. Where are we at? Oh! Humidity is going down. Maybe I lost a sensor. What's going on? What's going on? Initially, I added this curve plus a fan on the inside because I thought it would make the air circulate inside like this. Not working so well so far. This one is crap. This is just like dust. Now, when you look at a tray like this, that is filled up with pasta, I'm trying to force the air this way. From the air point of view, it would feel like hitting a wall, basically. However, if I were to be hitting sideways, then the air would be able to pass through the different trays that are stacked on top of one another. Instead of boom, boom, boom. I felt like the sound explanation worked better. So basically what I'm thinking right now is to ruin this beautiful contraption and make another one. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. So this is the tiny 5-volt USB fan that I've been using so far. Now this is great, except it sucks. So I'm going to place it here and instead I'm going to be moving to this bad boy. Highly efficient PC fan. It's moving way more air. It's a 12-volt fan and instead of using one, I'm going to be using 4. Right, this is what I've got so far. I've got 2 intake right here and I've got 2 outtake on the other side, and that's going to create an amazing lateral flow inside the machine. The problem is that I can't just suck the air from the room because otherwise I'm going to mess up with the temperature inside. So I need to find a way to connect this intake with the other side's outtake. These are going to be the adapter between my PC fan and this. Some flex ducting that is insulated. So this not only should keep the system close by, connecting the intake and the outtake, but also it should keep the system insulated. That's the theory, at least. I need to prepare a new batch of pasta, then we'll give it a try. This is the last tray. I wish I had made a bit more dough, but I think for the sake of this test, this should do it. So this blue light means that the Wi-Fi is connected. Then you've got this green light, which means that we're getting time synchronized with an internet server. And then the white light means that we are collecting data and sending it over to my collection system. I think the code that I wrote for collecting data works fine, but for some reason, after a certain number of loops, it stops. Now, some of you on Twitter already improved it. It's great, but it's not perfect yet. So if you're a crack at code, I've posted it on GitHub. Cool. So this is the graph data that I was able to capture over the course of this drying test. As you can see, there clearly are differences in both temperature and humidity when we change from a drying stage to a resting stage. I feel like we are on good tracks, but ultimately only the pasta matters, so I really want to see it.
So this is the end of the test. I haven't opened the box yet. And to be honest, I'm not expecting too much. But I'm very impatient, so let's open it. Doesn't look too bad. This doesn't look too good either. Hey, it's not too bad. Oh. Gets me every time. Most of the pasta that I can see in front of me is neither warped nor is it cracked. That's very good. The shape is good. Now, the structure is not there, but it's not completely fragile either. There is some strength, but if I go too hard, I can still break it. No, it's not perfect, but I think we're getting somewhere. Shit. So, clearly, guys, I need some help. I have tried already to reach out to Paolo, the industrial pasta maker from episode 3, but he's not available. But then I had a bit more luck, because I tried to contact an artisan pasta maker from the pasta brand Benedetto Cavalieri. You might remember that brand from the Pasta Aglio e Olio episode. The owner, Andrea Cavalieri, also the great grandson of the founder, Benedetto Cavalieri, is a gentleman and he accepted to help me in this complicated journey. I have sent him an email with plenty details and also my latest pasta drying diagram. Let's give him a call.
Alex? Okay.
Hey, Andrea, how are you?
Alex, how are you? It's a
I'm
pleasure
good.
to meet you. So,
Thank you so much for accepting to do this chat.
oh, you're welcome. Why not?
I mean, and thank you also for the emails. You are helping me already.
Yeah, but I want to be sure that you are not going to open a pastificio. That's my main problem. I'm just joking,
No, for sure. I don't know exactly where I'm going. I just know that I want to make pasta. This is something I'm slowly starting to understand. Pasta drying is the most complicated step in pasta making.
Yeah, correct.
And then the machine I work with initially is a fruit dryer. It's like it's made to dry fruit. So there is no ventilation inside.
Yeah, was very low ventilation, a very low ventilation.
And I feel like for pasta, you need like decent ventilation.
Yeah,
real
very
ventilation.
strong ventilation in the active period.
Can you tell me a few problems that you could see on my diagram?
It was clear that the humidity dropped down the first 20 minutes. So it was too much. And then during the rest period, the humidity go down again instead of going up. So it wasn't a very rest period because the ventilation was on.
Hold on a second. So I know for a fact that during resting periods, my fans are off. The only thing that is on during resting period is the built-in heater/fan at the back of the machine, but it's so weak. I don't know. I don't think it matters. But
in that moment, you need the rest. Everything must be off.
Okay, I can try to turn it on and off manually, but over such a long periods of drying, and we're talking 12 hours over here? Might be a bit of a challenge.
But, every day is a challenge in drying pasta.